Megan Fox has got the power of manifestation down. After rocking a fake baby bump in the music video for Machine Gun Kelly and Jelly Roll's Lonely Road, Megan is now showing off the real deal. She's pregnant with her first child with MGK. She announced the exciting news on Instagram this Monday, sharing a post that read, "Nothing is ever really lost. Welcome back." In the carousel, Megan shared a stunning photo of herself, covered in oil while cradling her baby bump, along with a picture of her positive pregnancy test. She tagged Machine Gun Kelly, confirming he's the dad.
Daddy, whatever Daddy says.
The pregnancy comes after Megan's previous miscarriage, something she's been open about. She shared her grief in her 2023 poetry collection, Pretty Boys Are Poisonous, where she wrote, "I want to hold your hand, hear your laugh, but now I have to say goodbye." She also expressed deep pain in another poem, asking, "I will pay any price. Tell me please, what is the ransom for her soul?"
It's about expressing the truth and healing yourself through your art.
Megan also opened up about the miscarriage on Good Morning America, calling it one of the hardest things she's ever been through.
I had never been through anything like that before in my life. I have 3 kids, so it was very difficult for both of us. And it sent us on a very wild journey together.
In an interview with Women's Wear Daily, she shared that the experience was especially painful because she went through it with someone she was deeply in love with. She said, "That love element really made this miscarriage really tragic for me and left me with a lot of grief and a lot of suffering. So I put it into a lot of writing." Megan also revealed she'd had an ectopic pregnancy in the past, something she hadn't shared much about. Other things that I'm not going to say because God forbid the world will be in an uproar, she explained. It's so heartbreaking to hear how much she's endured. As for Machine Gun Kelly, he has expressed his grief in his music, especially in songs like Last November and Twin Flame, which he performed at the 2022 Billboard Music Awards, dedicating it to his wife and their unborn child.
He has a really pure soul, and he can be very vulnerable, which is what I think you experienced that day, where there was a breakthrough where he wasn't behind his ego and he was just like, I'm hurting today and I don't feel proud of myself today.
Earlier this year, Megan confirmed on Call Her Daddy that she and Machine Gun Kelly are no longer engaged, but there's still some unresolved feelings between them. "What I've learned about being in this relationship is that it's not for public consumption," she said.
What I can say is that is what I refer to as being my twin soul, and there will always be a tether to him no matter what.
Megan's already a mom to 3 boys, Noah, Bodie, and Journey, whom she shares with ex-husband Brian Austin Green. As for Machine Gun Kelly, he's a dad to his 15-year-old daughter, Casey, whom he shares with his ex, Emma Cannon.
What is it like being a mommy to these little babes? Are you having so much fun?
I am.
It's been a roller coaster for these two, but it's clear their journey is just getting started. We thought we would take a quick glimpse at their journeys prior to meeting each other, before we take a look at how MGK and Megan Fox fell head over heels for each other. MGK grew up having an estranged relationship with both his parents, and at a young age found himself having run-ins with the law, homeless, addicted to heroin, and with a baby on the way. This all while trying to make it as a rapper. And who can forget his famous feud with rapper Eminem that nearly had him exiled after he made inappropriate comments about Eminem's daughter while she was underage. Though facing many more struggles and disputes through the years, there is no doubt that Machine Gun Kelly isn't afraid to push boundaries while he has been cultivating a movement of his own for nearly a decade. In 2020, the rapper surprised fans by making a complete shift into new musical territory. The rapper switched musical genres, going from rap to punk rock with his 5th studio album, Tickets to My Downfall. And it was just prior to the album's release when he met his so-called twin flame, Megan Fox. It was since then that fans started to notice that the bad boy has, calmed down a lot. Fans have been speculating that since finding love for the first time, MGK has realized that changes need to be made in his life for him to be a better partner and father. Similar to MGK, Megan also managed to have run-ins with the law during her younger years. And after moving to LA to pursue her acting career, she got involved with booze, drugs, and parties. The wild years didn't last long, and it wasn't until Michael Bay offered her a role in Transformers that Megan Fox went on to become a household name and was solidified as a sex symbol. Megan's unfortunate descent came when, During an interview, she compared Michael Bay to Hitler. Needless to say, the actress was almost immediately written out of the franchise. Her promising career as an actress pretty much came to a halt, as many people were hesitant to work with the actress again. Megan hit a breaking point, with the media practically tearing her apart. It wasn't until 2020 that a 2009 interview with Jimmy Kimmel resurfaced. In the interview, the actress talked about how director Michael Bay made her dance around in a bikini under a waterfall at 15 years old for the movie Bad Boys 2. Both Jimmy Kimmel and the audience's response was extremely demeaning and sexist, and clearly made Megan very uncomfortable. Needless to say, the interview didn't age well. In 2020, Kimmel faced major backlash when the interview resurfaced, and the media quickly started to back Megan. This time not as a sex symbol, but as a form of an apology for how they treated her post-Transformers. It seems that after years of being out of the public eye, talk of her re-sparked when we saw her again starring in MGK's music video Bloody Valentine. It also wasn't long after the video's release that dating rumors started to spread. Fans believe Megan's attraction for MGK was rooted long before they officially met. Megan once stated in an interview prior to meeting MGK, "I've always gone for skinny, tattooed musician types who wear women's pants and nail polish." So it's no surprise that it didn't take long for the actress to cozy up to the now punk rock artist. The two met while filming Midnight in the Switchgrass and were immediately drawn to each other. Fox goes so far as to say,
I knew right away that he was what I call a twin flame. So instead of a soulmate, a twin flame is actually where a soul has ascended to a high enough level that it can be split into two different bodies at the same time. So we're actually two halves of the same soul, I think.
That's quite a big statement to make after meeting someone for the first time, but their relationship didn't slow down from there. After starring in the Bloody Valentine music video, MGK confirmed dating rumors and made it social media official when he posted a photo of the two on his Instagram. MGK captioned his post, "Waited an eternity to find you again." MGK must be referring to Megan's twin flame theory, believing that their souls have been searching for each other all this time. Wonder what Fox's ex-husband has to say about this theory? Megan was married to actor Brian Austin Green prior to her relationship with MGK. The two met on the set of Hope and Faith. She was 18 years old while he was 30. The two were married for 10 years and had 3 kids together before separating in May of 2020. Brian Austin Green denied that MGK had any involvement in their split, despite the fact that the separation came very close to the time the two lovers met. Brian Austin Green mentioned in one of his podcasts, "Neither one of us did anything to each other. She's always been honest with me, and I have always been honest with her." However, he did at one point seem a little sour towards Fox's feelings for MGK. As sources previously revealed, he was upset by the announcement of their relationship. He stated that he doesn't understand the need to post social media pictures with silly captions to proclaim her love for MGK, especially since they aren't even divorced yet. The source went on to say that Brian thinks Megan moved on too soon. Fox and MGK's escalation of their relationship is probably no surprise given the way they talk about their romance. But, like Brian Austin Green, we've also found ourselves wondering if the couple went in too deep too fast. Although it is evident that MGK is a lot tamer than during his younger years, the rock star inside is still very much alive. MGK celebrated the success of his album, reaching #1, by throwing a guitar-sized cake onto a random van. Megan Fox was there to celebrate her man's success, but was careful to be featured in any of the footage. This is not the only video where Fox seems to shy away from MGK's camera. We wonder if it has something to do with her not wanting her kids or the media to see her involvement with these wild antics. Fair enough, given how the media has already portrayed her in the past. Or is Fox shying away from the camera more deeply rooted? Megan Fox has previously talked about having insecurities, self-harming, and OCD tendencies, and has acknowledged that she has low self-esteem. Can the mom of 3 handle her new man's wild rock star antics, and how does she feel about introducing him to her kids? Now it's not like MGK doesn't have a kid of his own, but as the years have passed, he has not shied away from the spotlight or downplayed his love for drugs and alcohol. So we can only assume his daughter is well aware of her dad's wild habits. Despite it all, MGK has proven his love for his daughter, as we have seen him constantly featuring her on his Instagram. Diving deeper, one of the tracks includes voice recordings of the couple talking. In the recording, The actress talks about how she worries if her boyfriend remembers the stuff that he does to her since he's either really high or really drunk. MGK's reply was, "Of course I do. I cherish it. I burn other memories just to make room for those ones." Although MGK is sober from heroin and cocaine, he is still an avid user of mushrooms and LSD.
You can't, as a world, expect to break people down constantly and not expect them to want some type of escape.
We can't help but wonder how troubled Megan Fox is by her twin flames relationship with drugs. Despite MGK's wild escapades, his relationship with Fox has escalated rather quickly. In another one of MGK's voice recordings, Fox says, "That's not possible," when talking about how at the time, they met 4 months ago and had already got tattoos of each other's initials. That's a pretty intense step to take so soon in a relationship. Could it be linked to the death of his father? When MGK's father passed, he claimed, "I've never felt a pain this deep in my life." MGK talked about how much time he wasted and how he wished he loved his father years ago. MGK is clearly terrified to make the same mistake again. This could very well be the reason for his all-in relationship with Megan. Despite speculation, the two are apparently now more serious than ever. Only time will tell if the two are really each other's twin flame.